I'm Nancy Showalter, and you're listening to Spirituality for the Politically Incorrect podcast. Welcome, all radical paradigm shifters and creative changemakers. You who dare to create a better life and a better world. Tap into the power that resides within you and use that power for constructive change. Hello and welcome to today's episode, Universal Laws, Part 5, Free Will and the Law of Cause and Effect. So how does free will and the law of cause and effect intersect? We're all created equal, but since we have free will to make choices, that's where our equality ends. It's your choices over the entire span of your earthly existence that determine what you must experience in order to balance karma, grow spiritually, and accelerate on the spiritual path. It's interesting to me to see how some of the most privileged people in society see themselves as victims, which only validates the belief that victimhood is a state of consciousness. The late Dr. Wayne Dyer said, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. We have the power to change our state of mind, our belief structure, how we perceive life. As the saying goes, change your thinking and change your life. For instance, you can catch yourself when you start to rehash and recreate a hurt or a difficult situation. You can even stop yourself before you start thinking of yourself as a victim. Whether we like to admit it or not, there's always that point where you can say no to yourself. No, Nancy, we're not going there. We're not recreating this. We're not reliving it. The we is you speaking from your higher self to your soul. Now, another way to look at that is you can think of it as the adult you speaking to the inner child. It's a matter of personal discipline. You can learn to control your thoughts, which lead to feelings. Now, if the feelings appear to come first, you can refuse to engage them and change your thoughts as just described. Because when you rehash situations, you're simply resowing the seeds that will grow and come back to you again. An important fact about the law of cause and effect is while it's a simple law, its application is not always apparent. Effects of the causes that we set in motion are not necessarily instant. It may take a lifetime or numerous lifetimes before the effects of our actions circle back to us. In reality, this is the mercy of the law. It gives us additional time to grow and mature spiritually so we're better prepared to handle the return effects of some of our unenlightened choices from the past. It also gives us an opportunity to balance some of our debts to life through our service to others, even specific individuals whom we may have harmed over time. Positive karma also returns to us and helps us get through the times when negative karma circles back. At other times, the return of karma can seem almost instant. It can be as simple as helping a neighbor in need, and then later a different neighbor helps you when you lose your job. Or it may be that you're not careful, and as a result you fall and sustain a serious injury. The law requires that a portion of your karma returns to you daily. This is what Jesus meant when he said, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. Your cross is your karma that you're called to transmute and balance daily. You're meant to deny yourself, which means that you turn away from the human consciousness and follow in the footsteps of Jesus to become as he is. Now, whether you're aware of it or not, this game of life goes on continuously, every moment of your life. Your thoughts, feelings, actions, and words are all creations that define your world and send forth degrees of constructive or destructive energies. This can be the reason why you sometimes see wonderful people experiencing dire personal experiences. We often hear people ask, why would God allow such and such to happen? When in reality, we are the, quote, God in this dimension. We are creators and we were given dominion over the earth. We have free will to choose how we express that dominion. When we create in conjunction with God and our own divine nature, we're in alignment with divine will and we're true co-creators with God. The God above and the God below are in complete harmony. We are whole, just as Jesus said, "I and my Father are one." We become the instruments of our divine nature expressing itself. Being made in God's image and likeness, you are meant to create as He creates, manifesting instant results. Let there be light, and there was light. Jesus demonstrated this mastery with the miracles He performed. Sometimes we learn the hard way when using our creative energies. A good plan of action to live by is to understand that all of your life is your responsibility and nobody else's. And let's not miss the critical key that Jesus gave us when He spoke "I am" statements. He was teaching us how to master the law of cause and effect by being the cause that sets forth effects in our own lives and in the world at large. I am is a declaration of what is. For example, I am the light of the world. The cause, I am the light. The effect, the light is in the world. The more you decree I am, the more you are sending forth the effect of whatever you are declaring. I am are the two most powerful words you can ever utter. Use them wisely. Take the time now to contemplate the law of cause and effect and the concept of taking full responsibility for your life. Write down what it means to you to take full responsibility for your life and identify ways that you are taking full responsibility for your life. Then identify ways that you don't take full responsibility and what changes could you make. Then create I am statements around those situations so that you become the cause. That's all for today, and I will be with you next week. Until then, keep an open mind, a generous heart, and a powerful spirit. Thank you for being with me today, and if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, download, and comment. I'd love to hear from you, and your support is much appreciated. And don't forget to go to theawakeningnow.com for free bonuses and information on my new book, You Were Born to Be a Christ, but You Were Taught You Are a Sinner. Awaken to who you really are. See you next week.